Alright, this is Booty. I'm gonna be starting the game pretty soon. Just want to make sure people are in the chat. So I'm gonna give it a few minutes. Alright, seems like we're connected. And hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I went and tested the stream several times, so I don't think there's gonna be any issue of lag at all, hopefully. The only thing I might be a little bit concerned about is like audio levels. So if you're watching this and you're like having trouble hearing me or whatever, make sure you let me know in the chat. And yeah, I got this new AFK screen, by the way. It's rushed and half-assed, but it's an AFK screen. Trying to be a little bit more quote-unquote professional about my fucking stream. And I can't promise that's going to be a completely quiet stream, unfortunately. Because I'm kind of doing this around the time my brother would be getting out of class, so he might walk in or whatever. Or like my mom or something. Hopefully that won't happen. It'd be severely embarrassing. Come on. Give me a shout out in the chat if you're watching this. Otherwise, I'm just gonna start in like 60 seconds or whatever. Alright, let's start. I'll try not to talk much during the cutscenes so you guys can focus on what's happening. Wait, I'm a fucking retard. I don't think I forgot to change scenes. But yeah, long story short, there are people they're getting beat up. Good times. Alright, so welcome to Oddworld, Apes Exodus. This is an old PS1 game. One of my favorite PS1 games. Apparently I have a lot of those. But I used to play this game all the time as a kid. This was actually my first Oddworld game, long before I found Abe's, what was it, Odyssey? Yeah. Or Munch's Odyssey, Stranger's Wrath and all that shit. And it's basically just a cinematic platformer. So before we actually start the game, let's go check this out, because this is just cool. Now, there's this mechanic in the game. The whole point of the game is basically you're issuing commands to all the characters on the screen, and you're able to, like, control and possess people by chanting. Pretty badass. And this is how you would do it. You'd be chanting. We'll see that better in-game. You can say hello. And interestingly, the fucking fart command is not on the GameSpeak screen. The main reason I'm doing this is just to observe the models. Because even for a PS1 game, like, the models in this game, when you see them up close like this, it's fucking amazing. This game used to scare the shit out of me. Now I'm just like, whoa, this is cool. I just look at these animations. Some of these characters you're not going to be seeing for a really long time. They're like far into the game. That's the simplest one. Just those guys are dumbasses. I love the fact there's an accent on the alien screen, or whatever this is. And like, the monster designs in this game are so interesting and unique. There's really nothing like it. Like, have you ever seen a monster that's just a fucking hand? Alright, enough dilly-dally. Let's start off with the backstory so you guys know what's going on. This is going to cover what happened in Abe's Odyssey, which was the first game. This is the direct sequel.
In case it was too cheap to purchase our last game, let me tell you a bit about what happened. It was all about this Abe guy. in this dumb meat factory called Rupture Farms. The place was run by Gluckins, and they was on the verge of going out of business. They had already chopped up all the wild creatures, so now they had no choice but to chop up Abe and his buddies too. We gave Abe the ability to talk, so he could do the right thing and rescue his pals.
Hello, follow me, okay.
But some people didn't care about doing the right thing.
Hello. Oops.
They thought it was more fun to get them all shot. Or ground up.
Hello. Oops. I don't know.
Or crushed.
Oops.
Or even beaten. Needless to say, this pissed some folks off, and they didn't lift a finger to help Abe in the end. But if you was halfway decent about it, and tried your best to save Abe's buddies, the end would have been much better for Abe. And if you'd like to see it, you should dish out some cash and go buy this stinking game. And we gotta eat too, you know.
Yeah, the comedy in this game is amazing. Now let's actually start the game.
Is Scott hand branded on Moon's face? This hero may free the Moon's
I always remember this part.
with skin of wounds and spirit sides too. Only he can save our bones from brute. But shall he fall to fucking yo? Modokin nation be doomed to croak.
So interestingly enough, there's not actually a poem at the start of the first game. It just hops right into it like this. Fuck it, I might talk a little bit on the cutscenes. There's something interesting to say.
This is Necro. Long ago, the Budakans brought their dead here. That was before the Gluckans started stealing our bones. They used Budakan slaves to do it. Blind ones that couldn't see. The Gluckans didn't want anyone to know what they were digging up. And no one ever did. Not until the spirits of those bones paid me a visit. That's me. My name is Abe. I had just returned from saving 99 Budakans from Rupture Farms. That's when they came to see me.
Abe, you're the savior of the Moodakins, so you gotta help us.
The Gluckins are digging up our bones.
You gotta come to Necrum, Abe.
Well,
Quickly!
We had to do something, so me and some others left to search for Necro. Our journey started well. We were kind of excited.
Abe, you're just the greatest.
Okay. But by lunchtime, we were getting pretty tired.
Come on. Okay. How much longer?
By dinner, it was unbearable.
Because you were in this mess. Can I go home?
Oh,
This is why you want to bring a bottle of water. If we're gonna be going out in the fucking desert.
Don't no.
where is that
I love how evil that train looks.
coming? Hey, look at that. It's a bone. I think we're close. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
And here we are. So hopefully the quick save buttons don't do something weird to the stream. Okay, apparently he can't hear me. Now I'm probably not going to be going over the secrets too much, but I should at least mention that there's a lot of sections of this game where there's like secret rooms and secret areas you can get into if you're paying attention. Or just jumping into randomness. On the first screen there actually was a secret in the background. And it basically lets you find an opportunity to save more Mudokons. And the whole point of the game is to save Mudokons, right? Why isn't this working? What the fuck? That's so weird. I hope that's like the only Mudokon that's like that. Okay, good. Still works. And yeah, the whole point of the game is that you're talking to the Mudokons, these guys, because they're like slaves. They're all slaves. Being controlled by the Gluckins and the Sligs. Those are Sligs. Alright, calm down. What was it? Yeah, it was 4. I have to remember how the controls work. If I was playing this on a controller, it'd be easier. But doing it on a keyboard is a little bit awkward. Now, there's a new mechanic in this game that wasn't actually in the first game, which was the emotions. Because the Mudokons will get, like, depressed or angry. And you had to deal with that. And that impacts your ability to give them commands. And this is talking to you about quick save, as well as the basic save mechanic. And you're just saving as many Mudokons as you possibly can. And if I recall correctly, you want to save at least 100. I could be wrong. If you don't save 100 by the time the game ends, you get like a bad ending. And it ain't good times. And you really want to be careful with these guys, because they'll like kill you in one hit if they catch you. Actually, I gotta go down here. Open this up. I like how they control the pitches. The pitches are different for every other Mudokon. It's cute. And there might be a secret up here, if I recall. I want to at least try. Some of the secrets are easy, some of them are like so hard it's not really worth trying to do on stream. Because it would take so long. And you know, there's a shadow mechanic as well, so that you don't get seen if you're standing here. You will get seen if you're right there, I'm pretty sure, but if it's like pure blackness like this, you're fine. This is the part where you can actually die. And you can't slap him. If you try to slap him, well, I'll show. Okay, we're in the shadows, so he's not getting pissed. He's just confused, like, what the hell's slapping me? But yeah, if you do that and he sees you, he'll, like, shoot you instantly. Oh no. Please don't run into the bomb. Huh. That's weird. You can actually hear the sound effect, but you don't see him on the screen. This is the other mechanic of the game. This was in the first game as well. These are mines, and you don't want to set these off when they're red, or they explode like instantly. And it's very easy to fuck that up and kill yourself. There's a little bit of backtracking if you want to save the Mudokons. And here we'll be able to see the possession mechanic in action. And you can control any enemy on the screen as long as there's not like a big red orb to stop you from doing it. And I don't remember how to save these guys and get on this other side, unfortunately. Okay, I'm trying to remember... What was the attack command? Oh yeah, C. You want to be careful when you're doing that, because you don't want to kill anyone. And you got all kinds of commands, like in the GameSpeak screen we looked at. You can, like, beat Mudokons, if you feel like it. This won't actually give you a bad ending, I don't think. As long as you don't actually kill them. And before I instantly get the bad ending. Good thing I quick saved. Get used to that, I'm probably gonna die a lot on the stream. Actually, can I get off right here? Oh, I can. Cool. I love the backgrounds in this game. That's one of the things that I love so much about Oddworld, is there's so much raw detail. This is a PS1 game, and it looks like painting is in the background. And like all of them are intricately designed to fit the game world. In some, in some places it actually looks better than most modern games too, which I think is especially impressive for the time. Now you see that red orb? That actually stops you from possessing an enemy. If you try to possess in that, it'll actually show it off while we can. Except I fucking can't. Not right now, I'll go back. We have to go down here to save this guy anyways. Okay, sometimes there's enemies that are like hiding. This guy's having a stroke. Okay, so let's say I want to possess right here. And that happens no matter where you are, as long as you are on the screen for it. I think you can still make these guys go into a portal, even if they have the laughing gas. Yeah, so he's gonna go there high as fuck. That's basically what it is, right? You're gonna be like, what's up with this guy? Hey, what the fuck did you do? And we're already at the end of this quote-unquote level. It's not actually a long level at all. Probably speedrun it really fucking fast if I wanted to. This is the last thing you have to do before you end it. And right there you got the screen. It says employees and mines, how many there are, how many you saved with the escapees, the casualties. And hopefully we won't actually have a single casualty the entire game. Now, I have to ask, how exactly did all of these guys get in here? Like, these are the same guys that were following us through the desert, as it will be revealed in the next cutscene. So, like, why are they working? They're not trying to, like... I guess they got caught. But if there's that many of them, why are they such pussies? That they're not gonna, like, try to fight back or whatever.
Don't drink that,
Why not?
cause, if brew's made by gluckins, it's probably bad for you.
What a wuss.
I hear you.
Look, Abe, we came all this way just to help you.
Well, but
It's not unreasonable that we are just a little bit thirsty. Now, is it?
yeah, but
In case you didn't notice, we just walked across a desert.
So back off, Stitch Lips.
no.
I hate how these guys are just the biggest douchebags. Even though they're like, they're talking to the hero of the story. Abe's always getting bullshit.
But they drank the brew anyway. Lots of it. Then they got all sick looking, but they still wanted more. That's when I figured this whole thing out. Brew is made from our bones! This is bad. What do I do now?
What do you do? How about leading us out of here?
Okay, follow me.
Okay.
But oops, I forgot he was blind.
No shit.
Help me rescue the rest of them.
I can't believe it. That's him. It's that Ape guy. Promotion. Here I come. Freeze.
I'm still surprised how he even survives that drop. Apparently you're immortal to anything that happens in this game, as long as you drop into a hole. And oh man, I forgot the most important command in the game. Am I fucking retarded? You wanna know right now why Oddworld's just the best game ever made? Watch. That's right, bitches. There's a fucking fart command in a video game. Just wait until later and we'll be killing enemies with it. It'll be good shit, no pun intended. These guys ain't that bad. They're actually really easy to avoid. And once this guy shows up, you can actually possess him. Classy. Ah, hey, what's up, Syndicate? You know, if that's not proof that video games are art, I don't know what is. Okay, this part is kind of hard. Okay, as I say that, I do it like instantly. Can't fit through there. I just love the sound effect of him suffering. I think you can go through here. No, you can't. And that basically just makes that easier to pass through. And these are the guys that were getting drunk. Oh, I wanted to see him go, oh. This is the second part of the game. This is the goal. This is what the whole first half is focused around. To this point, these guys, they're not doing so hot. So you gotta figure out how to cure them. Of the Soulstorm Brew. You know, there'll be more on that later. Oh. Well, okay, now I know there's nothing over there. So I guess we'll go right to the boiler. And in case you're wondering, there's no actual way to prevent those guys from waking up. So even if I did this, they would still wake up. Because it's basically scripted so that they always wake up. Now this is going to be a little bit tricky. Let's see if I can get it the first time. I clutched it. Because here's the thing about this game. There is a very terrible delay from the commands. So if you stop, your character doesn't just stop. There's like momentum to it. And it's really hard to time it properly. And you get killed doing that. And these guys will kill you instantly despite the fact that they're fucking adorable puppies. But they're slower, so that's okay. And here we go, the other mechanic of the game, which is throwing rocks. And I think bait later on. In this case, it's just to set these off so that you can progress. It's a little bit awkward to, like, get a real feel for how it works, the distance and whatnot. But it's not terrible. For a PS1 game, the controls are actually pretty good, for the most part. Yep, no turning back now. You know, I'm really curious. Wait. Okay, so I guess that is how you would get more rocks if you ran out at this point, before you got rid of that mine. And these are designed so that they will only drop a rock if you specifically run out. There's like a slight delay to it, so you have to wait another second. But I hear they're actually going to be doing a remake of this entire game this year. I don't know if it's going to be coming out in 2018, but I guess we'll see. Oh, and apparently I was way too close. Gotta go back and get more ammo. I should turn it off. Okay. Here's the thing, is sometimes the foreground will actually block the secret pathways into the secret areas. So sometimes I like to just check. Oh shit. And that was apparently too close. Okay, and this is where you're going to be seeing the mechanic of the Blind Mudokons. Gonna have him stop right on that lever, or whatever the hell that is. Aw, you're blind, you can't see anything. Hehe, XD. Run into that wall, you stupid fuck. Ah, shit. I don't know why I went in on that. I was just watching the sideways one. Oh wait, no, I have to open the gate so that I can actually get him out of there. And here comes my brother.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
Alright, sorry about that, we're back. Okay, so first things first, we gotta get up here, turn these off. Wait. Okay, good, I still have a rock left. I almost had to run into the fucking mine. That would have been bad. A little bit. I'd love to just see him drop to death. Although that wouldn't really be fair, would it? Okay. I was wondering if that's something you could actually... Because some of the portals will actually stay open, so that they can take you to certain locations. The only really annoying thing about working with the Blind Mudokons is that they're a little bit slow, because they don't run. And I really love the fact that there's like visual representations Like, you saw the sign that shows that the door will open. Okay, now this is actually a secret I'm very, very aware of. And I kind of only know this because I looked at a walkthrough earlier. And that's the level of secrecy. So it's almost like you're jumping into death. And there's actually another one right up here, too. We're gonna get it early. So we won't have to go back. Shit. I think you actually have to run jump. Yeah, there we go. That turns that off. And that'll be important later. It always catches me. Okay, we gotta get these guys right out of here first. Because you see that lever, that will actually activate the trap. Then you just go down here. Oh shit. Well, I fucked up. That's something you want to be very, very careful about. Because they actually catch you, they'll just shoot. Oh my god! I don't know why it didn't work. It didn't work. Makes me cry. Okay, that's fine. Gotta make so they don't get suspicious. And you know, Abe, like the sick fuck he is, just laughs about their deaths. There's about 7 more Moondawkins to save in this tunnel, and then we're done. I'll probably play through the entirety of Necromines before I leave, as long as it doesn't get too noisy. There's not a lot of people in this chat today, which kind of sucks, but whatever, it happens. I'm really trying to figure out a good timing for my stream. This is the end of the level, so we're gonna actually go out of our way to save these guys real quick.
Wait. Okay. Follow me. Okay. Okay. Wait. Okay.
I love making them walk into the walls.
Wait, wait. Okay. Bumblebee. Okay. Bumblebee. Okay.
And I'm not really sure why they laughed. Maybe because one of them ran into the wall even though they're both blind. So apparently the blind ones are kind of sadistic too. And that's the end of the level. Now we're gonna get to one of the coolest parts of the entire game, but also, you know, for this area it's actually really difficult. I think we're getting to the railway part. We're gonna be going to the cart. And you do not want to get caught by that. Oh yeah, this is definitely the part. As you can imagine, possessing an enemy is not really an option. And if that goes off, like, the alarm will always be on, so you really don't want to get caught by that. Okay, derp. And now we can just say fuck it and go. Oh, I love this part. I mean, honestly, this area is a lot more fun when you just mindlessly go into everything without really thinking. Whoopsie, I fucked that up. But if you want to make sure you get the good ending, you're gonna have to get out of this cart. Make sure you save everybody. And apparently I can't do that. Wait, is the game freezing? No! Oh, please don't. Okay, hold on. They're gonna save right here. This guy's retarded, so he doesn't notice this thing. Okay, yeah. That's Mormon saved. And luckily, this is like the last big section of the game you have to get through before you finish this chapter. Just get through the mines with this thing. And then you go into the boiler again, as we'll find out. Okay, so this is the part that's really tricky if you're not careful. Phew. Okay, and luckily it actually does reset. Because it'd be really annoying trying to work around these guys when you can't actually see anything. Shit. It is very important that you don't wake them up. See, it's very difficult to time that properly. You kind of have to get lucky. And this is really close because you have to do it before the other guy shows up. See? So you have to, like, do it really fast. Because you have to rush it without actually sprinting or rolling. Because it pretty much, like, messes the entire thing up. Okay, he didn't see me. That's great. I did it! I fucking did it! Okay, I don't know why I moved. Again, I don't know why I moved. I'm like trying to clutch it and be pro about it. Nothing. I'm retarded. Okay, wait. Okay, now I can do whatever I want. This is like the dumbest shit ever. Wait, I killed him. Okay, just stop. Right there. We did it! We did it. Okay, now we just go back. Save everyone. Now that all the enemies are dead, we can just do whatever. Definitely one of the hardest, probably the hardest puzzle in the whole section of the game. Yeah, one really annoying thing is that you don't want to do it too early. I don't think I really have to get out of this thing too often after that. Please. God damn it. Oh wait, I'm retarded. Can I possess him? Yep. Doesn't actually serve much purpose, as far as I remember, but I can. Yep. Oh wait, is there something over here? How did I not die? You actually have to tell this guy to come down, which is kind of dumb, but... whatever. And yeah, I think we just got the guys upstairs and that's about it. And there you go. When you try to move, you can't move past this. with the giant minecart, so... And there you go, that's the last part of this area. The boiler room. The boiler! Okay, let's try that again. Okay, we got them all. Cool. Ooh, this is kind of clutch. Wait, did I fuck this up? I need to get to that lever. I'm not sure how at this point. And yeah, that's not working. Might have actually fucked this up. Yeah. The annoying thing about this area is you actually do have to possess an enemy to clear it up. But unlike most of the other sections where you have to possess an enemy in order to progress, these guys can actually run off screen. So you kind of have to just wait for them to stay on the screen long enough. And it's like so annoying. Okay, that's good. I don't think it's actually possible to possess any of those enemies. I haven't figured out a way anyways. It almost looks like you can, but yeah. Okay, so this is the part I fucked up on last time. I don't know how I did that, but cool. Oh wait, I can possess him like right here. What am I doing? Duh. think there's one more that's supposed to... God damn it. There we go. Okay, we got him. So we get to use this a little bit longer. A lot easier though. Okay, here we go, the last part. The boiler room. Now, you might remember this section very soon. You'll be like, oh, we just went through here. It's the part with the dogs. You gotta get all the way up here. You gotta turn off these electrical fields so you can actually mess with the boiler. Because our objective is basically to overload it. And I think this is like pressure, it controls pressure or something. You have to outrun this son of a bitch. Okay, did he see me? No, he didn't. Cool. And you gotta book it as soon as you activate this thing. Okay, we got like 15 seconds. Okay, so fuck this. Now, luckily, we actually avoided the explosion before it happened. But yeah, if you don't actually make it right out there in time, it'll start exploding right behind you. It won't kill you instantly, but you got very little time to react. And we have officially made it to the next part of the game, which is you have to mess around with the spirits, get all that power, get around the paramites and the scrabs and whatnot, the wildlife. I'm actually going to be stopping the stream right here. Been going for about a couple hours, it looks like. Well, actually, we've only been doing this for like an hour and 20 minutes, but that's fine. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And again, hopefully, next time we do this, we'll have a little bit more people. I'll try to time it out so I actually get more viewers. Get some more preparations. And then we'll play through the rest of this first part. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.